Bronze, man. The zombies out doing the banshee walk. Yeah. Bodies twitch when my phalanges talk. Watch, nigga. Bitch, I hit the block with the banshee walk. Torch in my coat, I lift leaves in Kalahari droughts. Hawk in my scope, coughing quotes on safari routes.
You guys this whole time, so we ain't got to talk about nothing else that's going on. This is all about you guys. A lot of my questions too are geared towards from because I support the indie. I'm 100% independent artist support. So a lot of these questions I like to ask to kind of pick your brains just so we can drop some jewels for the artists so they can kind of pick up on some of that stuff. But I won't get personal and get all your business and nothing like that. So
all good, bro.
All right.
Open book, man.
All right. Whenever you're ready, I'll hit record and let's have a conversation.
I only answer what I want to answer, no matter what your question is. So it don't matter.
Well, see, I'm by nature, I'm a private kind of person anyway, so I would never ask a question I don't want to answer. So I kind of stick to that.
I feel you, bro. All good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mixtape Show. It is time for the Artist of the Week interview, and this week's Artist of the Week, special. Thank you to my man Andy, man, for getting it set up. We got these two dope brothers that's about to drop a project. The title of the album's going to be called Funeral for a Dream. You guys know these artists, man. If you know our show, we play the records all the time. We got Apollo Brown. We got Bronze Nazareth checking in, representing Detroit. Brothers, welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you having us, bro.
Not a problem. And I'll direct traffic here a little bit, so we don't get confused who we all talking to and everything like that. So, first and foremost, Apollo, me and you talked a little bit before we got on air. Congratulations on the album. I got to listen to it. Andy sent me a quick advance copy, and I got to listen to it last night and tonight. Going to tap into it more after this interview too. And I did say, and I'm going to be transparent, I'm biased because I'm a fan of both of you guys. But it just felt really good and really dope to hear you guys together because I know you guys have a history, Bronze and Apollo, of you guys grew up together basically on the same block and all that kind of stuff. And you guys kind of had your lanes of success on what you guys did. Bronze already a dope MC and a dope producer. And now you get the
self-contained artist over there.
Absolutely. One man gang right there. And Apollo, everybody knows your resume. So, and you both are going to answer this, and I'll start with you, Bronze, since I see you first on my screen. How did it feel, man? How did it feel to work with the homie, man? How did it feel working with the brother that, you know what I mean?
It's like, we used to get together at my crib in high school, chop beats up, write our little rhymes and all that, and it kind of felt like going back to that era.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's free. We already know, like we so like similar in our styles and our approach that, man, it was like riding a bike, man. But definitely a big blessing. This my boy, man. This my brother.
Uh-huh.
So to meet back in the music world after we both been out here doing our thing, man. It's only right, man. So it really felt right. Felt like being back home, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What about you, Apollo? How does this feel, man, working with the brother?
I mean, same shit, man. It's this, we started this together, man. So it's beautiful. This is a long time coming, hence the title of the album, man, Funeral for a Dream. It's something that we've always wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that we were destined to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It just we never got around to it. We had our own paths, we had our own careers, and doing our own thing, man. So now we've carved out the time to make this album, man, and give it our all. You know what I'm saying? I want this is a very special album to me, man. So the beats on this album are very deliberate. Everything about this album is very deliberate. It's literally back home, man, back home in Grand Rapids, man. And you know what I'm saying? We used to, leave football practice, man, go home and make beats, bro. Like it just, it's we've known each other for a very, very long time. There's a lot of people out there that know our history, a lot of people that don't know our history, so if you're tuning in and you don't know, we've been in each other's lives for a long time. So for us to just now make this album, man, it's crazy. But better late than never. You know what I'm saying? And I think you guys are all gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, it's definitely, like you said, the beats and the sounds, the soundtracks feels like it's tailored to you guys to do this, right? This sounds like that.
Absolutely.
It feels like to me, I was like, man, Apollo been holding on to these beats, man. I can just tell.
Oh, what's funny is there's a couple beats on the album that
Uh-huh.
I've been making. I've literally been making these beats for like 25 years.
Mm,
Like these are beats that are some of these beats that Bronze probably was in the room next to me while I was making these beats 25 years ago. Now they've been refined.
yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They've been redone, but there's a couple beats on there that I've been working on, and I put them on there. Like I said, everything I do is deliberate, man. So I put them on there for a reason because they remind me of a time, where we were just young and getting started, man, and just trying to perfect what we can do and just get in this music industry, man, and be participants.
Absolutely.
So, that it takes me back to a certain time. So yeah, this everything, all the beats on this album are deliberate, man. Everything on this album is tailored, for this particular album, man. So
nice. And Bronze, for you, how does it feel to kind of sort of take off the production hat a little bit? You know what I'm saying? And just like I'm gonna just write.
I was telling them during the process, like, dog, it's kind of crazy. Like I'm kind of enjoying just coming in here and writing my rhymes and leaving. No, a lot of people come in my crib, write the rhymes, leave, and then it's like, you the producer. It's up to you to gather all this shit together. So it was a relief, man. I don't get that often. You know what I mean? So,
absolutely. I was telling Apollo before we got on there, man. I had me and a partner worked together for years ago. We worked in the mailroom together. That was like our first kind of like real job, and he was like my best friend, man. And we had so much fun listening to the radio down there. Job was terrible pay, but it was the experience of getting to go up there and hanging out with my homie for eight plus hours a day, every day, Monday through Friday, and then continue on the weekend and do weekend stuff. And I was just like, those are probably my best memories of working. Even though the money wasn't great, it was just that experience. So I can only imagine how making this album felt with you guys just kind of locking in on the creative process side.
Oh man, yeah. Now anytime we get together, man, is we got a lot of inside shit that nobody knows. And he's the type of dude that all my life I could just give him a certain look, man. He knows what I'm thinking. So, it's one of them situations, man. So a lot of people don't understand, they don't know it. But yeah, man, it was a good time.
Absolutely.
Definitely a good time.
Absolutely, man. It's all about that timing, right? So you guys are giving us the Nas and Premiere album, you know what I'm saying, that we've been waiting for years.
Right.
Hey.
So Funeral for a Dream. Why do we call it that? What's the thought process behind that, Bronze?
I mean, I'm sure you've heard the saying, man, that the death of a dream is the best funeral.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's literally it's self-explanatory, man. This is something we've always wanted to do. It was a dream of ours to get together and make an album. It basically means fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? Fulfilling something. And being able to put it to rest now. This dream has been fulfilled. And now we can put it to rest. We can bury it 6 feet, man.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have this funeral, man. And I'm on the processional, and Bronze is on the eulogy, man. So that's what it is.
Yeah, it's all about words, right? Because when you initially hear death, you're like, oh wow, this is gonna be like a dark, sad thing. But like you said, when you actually say the whole thing and it makes sense, like, oh, they're like you said, we're putting this dream to bed down. We don't have to dream about this process anymore because it's here now. How long did it take you guys to put this together, Bronze? When did you guys started working on this, recording it and all that stuff?
Oh man, I did my pen work first, you know what I mean? Apollo applied me with the beats, went in, wrote it, and then we did record it over 3 days.
3 days we recorded it. Yeah.
Recorded it.
Yeah.
But I've been working on this album my whole life, man. Yeah. So,
yeah, this is kind of like
it really only. I mean, technically, it only took us probably, I would say, 2-3 months total, something like that. Between the writing and making beats and recording and then mixing and mastering and all that shit, man. So about 3 months or something like that. I don't take a long time to make a beat, man. Or not a beat, but make an album. Okay. I don't. I'm not one of them cats that I'm gonna make an album over a year's time or 2 or 3 years time, man. Because just like I think artists in general, man, you start to your tastes change or your feelings change, and your moods change, and you start not liking those first first couple beats of those first couple songs that you did a year ago
Yeah.
for this album. Like I don't understand how people take that long to make an album, man. It's like,
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
I would say 5 to 6 months max to make an album, man.
There you go.
And then get it out. And then we don't sit on records, man. We don't sit on music.
Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you for
We don't
saying
sit
that.
on music.
Y'all hear that, artist? Y'all hear that? Because you see, you're answering my questions before I even get to those points. So I appreciate you for that. Because
No, we don't sit on music, man. This is what we do for a living, man. So
yeah,
I don't make any money sitting on music.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
I say that all the time. Like me, because I make beats too, and I work with artists on my side. And what I do is I tell them, I'm like, let's just make these beats. Let's do a batch of 10 to 12. Let's just pick the best whatevers. Let's put it out. You know what I'm saying? Let's just put it out. Let's work it correctly, of course. Let's do that. But like, don't sit on anything, man. I don't have any extra beats up for anything. Like everything is getting used some way. I'm either gonna make a beat tape out of it. I'm gonna use it for my YouTube video. Like it's gonna get used because I can't sit on it because I had an uncle who passed away a couple years ago, and I got his machines and I got his MPC and everything because he taught me how to do it as a kid. And when I was cleaning out his apartment, I found that MPC, man. He had over like 300 beats in there that he never finished. He had like a journal of songs that he was writing.
Don't be claiming them beats now.
No. They I put them away in the folder. I put them away in the folder in the safe. But it just hit me. I was like, man, he went to the grave with all these ideas. You know what I mean? He never got to put anything out. So I was like, I can't do that, man. I can't sit on anything. Everything's gonna get released. Everything's gonna be put out somehow.
I told my wife, man, anything if I die tomorrow, take everything on this desk, take all my external hard drives, my computers, all my everything, and burn it in a barrel in the backyard.
Yeah.
And because if it's not out right now, I don't want it to be out.
It's not out for a reason.
It wasn't meant to be out.
It's not out for a reason. Yes, right.
I'm not trying to get exploited. So, and then all my whack shit gets out there, and I'm like, I don't want to be remembered for all my whack shit.
Yeah.
Because we all got whack shit.
Yeah.
So
I was just about to say, Bronze, you got those unreleased joints in the crates too that you like, man, this has never seen the light of day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I struggle. Like I should just delete them and wipe them off the earth, but kind of go back for nostalgia. But yeah, man, we all got stuff in the stash that we really don't want out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, ain't gonna be no lost tapes between you two. I can see that already. We was talking about process too, Bronze. So your process, man. Are you always just writing? And whenever you hear the beat to that, is that your process, or you hear the beat first and write to it, or how do you usually do it?
Both ways. I like for funeral, I pretty much got the beats and went in on the beats. But I stay in writing mode, if you want to call it that. Like I might be cleaning the kitchen and a line come to my head and I'll write it down right there or type it in the phone or something. So then I take all that stuff and put it together and fit it to the proper beat. But I like writing to the beat more so because you're getting the right groove and you ain't got to change nothing up. You can just let the pen go. And yeah, that's what we did on this one, man.
Is that your process, Apollo? You just bang out beats here and there, or is it when you're gonna be in album mode? Okay, let me start from scratch and build.
Early days, man. I used to just make beats to make beats, man. You know how you get a writer on the sitting on the bus with a pad, man, just writing. I used to just bang out beats just to make beats, man. But now I'm very I don't know, man. I still make beats with certain people in mind or certain projects in mind. But a lot of times, man, when I know I have a project coming up, I'm making beats for that specific project, or that specific artist, man. You know what I'm saying? And I know the sound that I want. I know what I want to go for, and so I'm busy banging out beats for that project. Obviously, I'm making beats, that might not fit the project, but it's still a beat and it's still dope. And I'll set it aside and put it in, in a different folder or whatever. But yeah, everything I do, man, you'll hear the word deliberate a lot, man. Everything I do is on purpose. So, when it comes to beats, man, when it comes to whatever I'm making for that project, that specific project, or, sometimes I just need to, sharpen the sword, man. Just come down here and, I'm not always working on something. So sometimes I just come down here and just make beats, man, just to make beats, because that's what we do.
What's
what I'm saying? That's how we make a living. So you got to have that folder of beats that, when cats give you that call, and they need something for the project and they need something for an album, man, you got to have that. You can't just be working on your own shit. So, So Yeah, that's my process.
I think too, man, and I love the MC producer combo. That's always been my favorite albums. That's always come out. I've always loved the RZA doing all of Wu Tang's albums, and Pete Rock, CL Smooth, Apollo Brown. You know what I mean? Doing those projects with all artists that you work with.
That's the only way I like to do it, really, man. I like to do full albums, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that really, displays your skill set, and you know a good cohesive one producer album when you hear it, man.
Yeah.
There's just something about it, man.
Yeah.
Back in the early 2000s when Cats was doing 15 songs with 15 different producers, man, it just didn't mesh well, bro. It just wasn't a good cohesive album.
Yeah.
It was just a collection of songs, and that's all it was, man. Yeah. And but when you got together, one producer, one MC, or one producer, one group, that one producer knew how to how to make that sound right, man, and make everything cohesive. So I was always a fan of that.
There you go, Bron. Yeah. From your perspective, Bronze, how are you for the production, man? How do you like approaching and attacking it?
Man, I'm always, man, all angles. I like to start usually with just listening to some samples, and then I like to fit the drums to the sample. But of course, sometimes I'll take some drums and have them and chop into the drums. Yeah, it's either way, man. I'm pretty open with the beats and the sounds. You know what I mean?
Apollo, are you sample driven or are you drum driven?
I'm super close minded when it comes to this, man. I'm drums first every time, bro. I only drums first, man. And I've always been like, yo, the drums are the skeleton. You don't see bones on top of meat, man. You put the meat on top of the bones, man, and the muscle and all that stuff, man. There's something about I got to get my drums right first, and then I'll start. Usually I'll look for the sample first. I'll find the sample first, what I want to do, and I'm like, I know what I want to do, but then it's like, all right, let me set this sample aside real quick and get these drums popping. And then I'll start, chopping up the sample. But then as I'm making the beat, I'm definitely rearranging the drums, man. I'm not sticking to a certain, I'm definitely. But I start drums first.
That's where you lay your foundation. Yeah, I came from a family of musicians, and my favorite uncle played the drums, so I've always been biased to those drums first, and that's who he showed me. He was like, "This is how I lay my foundation," because that's like that's the calling card is always going.
Yeah, man. All producers are different, man. All producers are different. And I know a producer which is wild. I know a producer. I won't name his name. He lays the bass line first.
Okay.
How do you do that? I have no idea. That's wild. You don't even know what you.
Now, see, I've done some of that before too, because it's like I might know what key I want this shit to be, and I might want to be spooky or something, so I want an E minor or something like that. So
yeah, that's
wild. I've done that before. That's why I say I do it always. I might start with the bass line, be like, I want this type of bass line, and I'm gonna fit the sample to it.
Yeah.
The drums too,
So we talked about earlier too about timing and growth, right? You guys are showing it right here, just during this conversation, how back in the day when you guys were getting started out, you was just banging out joints and getting it together, and now we look, so many years later now when you guys got this album, timing and growth, right? Apollo Brown has been, just announced that he started his private label, Escapism Recordings. And congratulations on that, my brother. You know
Appreciate
what I mean?
Appreciate it.
Bronze has laid a career as one of the dopest producers and MC combinations. Like I said, army of one man gang throughout all of these years, and now you guys are getting your Avengers on and doing this project together. Timing, right? It feels right, and this is the time to do it, right?
Only time is now, bro.
Time is now. Was so prior to this, was it just kind of like you said, you guys were just kind of carving out your own lanes that you just never really got a chance to sit down and do this, or is it just like you kind of just had that aha moment, like this is it? I think this is the time.
It's just I mean, we've been on our own paths, man, and I was always under a strict schedule, being at the label and stuff. I was always under. So I was always a year and a half to 2 years ahead. You know what I'm saying? I had everything carved out already. Everything was this, and that. And now it's just like, now I do what I want to do when I want to do it, man. So, this is one of those things I wanted to do. I've always wanted to do. So I'm glad we're doing it, man. And like I said, better late than never.
Yeah.
But we both have our own respective careers, respective successful careers, in this industry, man. And any day you can wake up and go downstairs and make beats for a living, man, is successful to me. So,
Yeah.
that's a beautiful thing, man. When you can determine, your music and creative control, and when you have a fan base that's day one, and they'll buy, purchase and support everything that you do,
Mm-hmm.
whether they hear it or not. But if your name's on it, and they know it's going to be quality, that's a beautiful thing to me, man.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, bro.
It's funny hearing that too, and I'll follow that up here in a minute. It's funny because as a consumer and a fan first, I would think you already had that. Both of you guys already kind of had that situation where Apollo Brown and Bronze say they're gonna drop something, the people are gonna flood and go support that, which you do. But it's just kind of funny to hear you say, like, you're kind of, with being in the label situation, you have control up to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Because that's, at some point, they're the ones who basically cut the check, so they kind of want to fight you a little bit on how you want to do your art and stuff like that. And I get that. So that's why when I saw that you was like, I'm gonna start doing my own thing, I was like, that's dope, because now he's gonna really get the experience, like we talked about earlier, the alchemist blueprint, right? Where you can just kind of do what you want to do.
No doubt.
And those people gonna always come and flood and support the project now, because they know they're supporting you directly.
It's all direct to consumer now. Mm-hmm. So, and that's kind of the way that most people are going. Most artists are going.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good way, man. And I think that's the way that most supporters want to see it too, because they want to make sure you get the bread that they're spending on the album, on the product. Yeah. Not the label getting 80% of the bread and you're only getting a measly 20% or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They want to make sure that you're getting, what they're buying, man.
Yeah.
So it's definitely the way to go, man. Bronze has been that way for a while.
Yeah, I was about to ask you. I was going to say, Bronze, how's that experience for you, man? With you having that direct contact with the fans?
I signed with a label in 2004. I ain't gonna say their name.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty shady. So like early on, I said, man, fuck these labels. So I think only my first two albums I don't own the masters to. So I kind of learned early on, but like it was harder getting on with the independent label at that time. So I just worked my label Black Day in July. I just kind of just worked it through the years and made sure and built a reputation on consistency and quality music.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that as the years go by, the fruits are coming out even more. So the fruits of the labor are being shown, as you get that fan base and keep people following your career and all that. So
So as an indie, right? So I'm gonna ask a question for the artists out there. As an indie for you, Bronze, and you see this in an average calendar year, how much work, album wise, do you think you would have to drop to kind of keep that consistency going for your formula? And how much real hard work is it of that, reminding people that the project is out and stuff like that? How much of that work is?
Man, I think that's the music is the small part, man. So for me, I have to at least do 2 albums a year to kind of keep my name pumping. But I think at this point right now, as long as you don't flood the market too much, you can give your fans something a lot more often these days. You know what I mean? So I don't know, maybe 2-3 projects a year is kind of my base, and if I get more and add on to that, then like the rest of the year it's all that marketing and promo and pushing it and making sure you're pushing it still 6 months later, and you know what I mean. So everything's about content, So man, that's kind of it for me, man. 2 or 3 a year, and I'm rolling good.
All right, what's some of the lessons you picking up right now, Apollo? Just being out there independently.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was always, for the years, man, for like the last 15 years, I was doing 2 albums every 18 months. That was my schedule. You know what I'm saying? So wherever they fell within those 18 months, that's kind of where I, 2 albums every 18 months. That held me nicely. Now that I'm on my own, man, I'm ramping up the output. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put something out every quarter. And it doesn't have to be a full length. It's probably going to be, 2 full lengths a year, maybe an EP, and then like a 45. I'm starting a 45 series too. So
nice.
So it all depends on what it is. I've always been pretty, I'll drop a producer MC album, and then next I'll drop an instrumental album, and then next I'll drop a compilation album, and then I might come back to a producer MC album, and then I might drop an EP with the group. And I'm always doing something different, or trying to do something different. But I definitely got to ramp up, especially with the new venture. Ramping up the output is definitely on my agenda, man, and making sure that my fans get everything that they need, and vice versa. So, but it's I told you before we started, man, it's a trial and error year for me.
Yeah.
Everything is just kind of figuring out what works and what doesn't work, man, and what makes money and what doesn't. That's ultimately what it is, right? So, this is how we eat. This is how we feed our family.
Yeah.
And if it's not making me money, I can't really fuck with it these days. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I try to do my share of pro bono every year, which because I think it's something that every artist should do. But and that's my giving back. But I can't do too much pro bono because, like I said, my daughter has gymnastics and my kids got to eat, and my son has camp, and my wife wants this and that. So got to make sure the family's taken care of, and so like I said, ramping up production and output, man, is on my agenda this year and next year.
I feel that. Yes, I just paid a bill for swimming lessons and basketball camp, so I get it. I get it. So the album, man, is about to drop. When's the release date for that project?
July 25th.
July 25th. We right around the corner. If you listening to us, it's right around the corner.
Yeah, man.
So Bronze, what do you want fans to know about this album, man? What do you want the people to know about this collaborative project you and Apollo got going on? What's the main message and theme that you want them to take from this?
I think the message and the theme is right inside of that dream that we're killing. You know what I mean? We put it to bed, and so a lot of the album theme is on like our accolades. It's not like bragging and shit, but it's kind of like putting our jewels out there, showing you, our trail, our history together, as it's a powerful combo. So I think the album is seated well within that train of thought of Funeral for a Dream, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, no seat at the table for me, so I built the throne. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said on Lemon Glue. And that's kind of going into, I had to make my own way. I came to the table, it was no seat for me.
Yeah.
So, all right, fuck it. I'll make my own then. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the theme of the album. And it goes right into the dream of shit. We did it, man. We right here, right now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Putting the dream to bed,
Yeah. I always say when you say those two words, that's when something magical is about to happen. You like, fuck it. Fuck it. I do it myself, or fuck it. You know what I mean? Like when you say that.
I think me and Bronze are two of the hardest workers we know. You know what I'm saying? And so when you get that together, I mean, there's no excuses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no excuses, man. And we got nothing but feeling on the album, whether it's a hard joint or it's a life joint. It's all feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All feeling, all bars.
Yeah.
All connection.
So we're still giving output at a high level. You know what I'm saying? And we've been doing this for a long time, and I think the years that we've been doing this, I think we can match another, going ahead. So and we're still doing this at a high level.
Yeah.
And that's what the album is, man. It lets you know, we've been here, and we're here to stay.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, like I always say, you're working on that second Hall of Fame career, right? You got in there for that first half. Now it's time to get that second Hall of Fame career.
Absolutely.
That's dope too, man. Because you look at the landscape a little bit here. Slick Rick just dropped. That's accolades as far as the album, and he did the video releases with that. That was pretty dope. We know Nas got the Mass Appeal thing going over there. Raekwon about to drop soon, and De La is about to drop. How does that make you guys feel when you see those brothers still out there?
All the best artists are in their 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Absolutely,
man.
Absolutely.
I'll say it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the content is always going to be way better to me because that's real life living right there. You know what I mean?
Right. That's when you get to the grown up talk, man, and you can really, like it's albums you listened to when you were younger that you hear now with a whole different ear.
Yeah.
because
Absolutely.
they were doing that grown up shit. So now as you're grown up,
Yeah.
you can connect with it more. And that's that lane that everybody's in. It's like the whole Hall of Fame coming out.
Absolutely. And Bronze, I know as an MC, that's definitely important for you, right? You still want to connect with those guys who grew up with you, and you still kind of want to bring in the guys that's coming up into your age link. So as a writer, how's that? How much is that fun for you to do that?
No, it's dope, man. Because especially when you get the younger guys who is now into like Griseldas and Ransoms and all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the new golden era. I think we've been a bridge to that. You know what I'm saying? I've been on this side of it with Wu Tang, and then I'm still doing it right now. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it's caught a lot of young dudes and listeners, and I think, like I said, I think we're bridging that gap. You know what I mean?
Apollo, how about for you on the production side? What's been the not most surprising, but have you had those surprises where somebody maybe younger hit you or be like, yo, I listen to your joints and that makes me feel a certain type of way where you're like, really?
I mean, it's always dope when cats of any age hit me and tell me about what they've been listening to of mine, man. But it's always real surprising when cats, in their 20s or even younger hit me up and tell me they've been listening to my music and and it's almost, it makes me pay attention a little bit more, to what they're telling me. And then I might even go in and start talking to them and asking them, what you listening to? Like, what else are you listening to,
Absolutely.
man? Because I like to usher in that new era. As long as they're not on no bullshit, man. That's that, and I don't want to be, I'm definitely not that old guy who's like, oh, this is,
get off my lawn.
But, because I definitely listen to my share of, younger cats, man. But, as long as they're not on no bullshit, I'm cool, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's dope, man. Well, fellas, I don't want to hold you guys too long. Let's talk about social media, man. What's the best way to get a hold of you, Bronze? What about you, brother?
Instagram is my main one. It's just Bronze Nazareth. So plug me in. Same thing with Facebook, Twitter, too. Yeah, just plug that Bronze Nazareth in and A1.
Apollo.
Yeah, same thing, man. Everything, all social media, everything's at Apollo Brown, man. So, and then you can catch the labels at Black Day and at Escapism Recordings. So, July 25th, the album drops. We're gonna have the pre-orders starting for all the physicals.
Okay. Right.
Never drop an album without physicals.
That's right.
Yeah.
Are we going vinyl, cassette, CD?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Do the trifecta.
My particular supporters, man, they will put me on the cross, man, if I don't get them from vinyl, man. So that's just kind of how it is. So you got to.
And I think too with both of y'all sound. I don't mean to cut you off, sorry, but I think with y'all sound too, it sounds so good on vinyl, right? Because you already have that dusty feel to your music anyway. So when you actually literally drop the needle on an Apollo Brown or Bronze
good
Nazareth
basement mud, man.
Yeah, it feels good, man. Because I got a stash over here. I'm like, I can't wait to get into here just because I just love that dropping the needle.
So.
You know what I mean? So you gotta give the people what they want, right?
Next week, man. Next Friday.
All right, and it's gonna be available on both y'all's platforms as far as the physicals.
Absolutely.
Yep. So
Yep.
I'm gonna commit to this. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm gonna commit to this. I'm gonna go to Apollo's and I'm gonna get the vinyl, and I'll get the CD and cassette on Bronze's website. You know what I'm saying? So
it's all gonna go to the same shop.
I know, but I gotta
the same link.
I gotta send the traffic to both websites though. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I gotta sign up on the thing and get the subscriber thing and all that. So, but I definitely want to commit to that, man. I want to support the art because that's what we all about here. Supporting the art.
We appreciate that.
I say streaming is always cool, but I always tell people stream the music after you buy the art physically. Then you can stream it all you want because you took care of the artists and stuff like that. That's
the way to do it right there.
Absolutely. I know we got a visual too. You guys got a video for
we got a video for Banshee Walk.
And
we're gonna have another video coming as well a couple weeks after the release.
Yeah, and then the Lemon Glue, was that just like a B-side kind of release that you guys did?
Man, that was the lead single right there, man.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Featuring my guy Eddie Kane.
There we go.
And then we don't. That's another thing, man. I wanted Bronze to shine on this, man. No minimal features, man. I'm not one of them types that pack the album full of features, man, because we don't need to.
Yeah.
There's no need to it.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, bro.
There we go, man. Well, definitely check those joints out. The video's out now. Like I said, follow the websites for the fellas. Support this album, man. Funeral for a Dream. These guys beating odds and Premiere to the table. So let's let's go ahead and support this joint, and then hopefully we'll get that album down the road. But we got this one right here, man. So fellas can.
I mean, that's supposed to be coming this year, so we'll
absolutely,
see.
absolutely. Well, congratulations on the release, man. Like I said, it's a really dope album. I love how it sounds. I can't wait to get some physicals and listen to that. And you know, if you guys need anything, let us know. Let Andy know. We'll take care of you guys on everything. And much success to you, fellas. I appreciate your time.
Appreciate you having us, bro. Absolutely.
All right, we'll be right back.